Hello and welcome to the Understory podcast. Today we will be talking with District Councillor John Morland, who is Councillor for South Norfolk. You cover Little Melton, Heverset and Barbara.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, it's very nice to have you here today, especially in light of everything that's going on with devolution, LGR and obviously Labour taking over.
Yeah.
So the Labour Party's landslide victory in 2024 general election made a significant shift after 14 years of Conservative government.
Yeah.
So how have you observed this change in national leadership affecting local governance and priorities in South Norfolk?
There's no real difference yet, not this year. Obviously, with local government reform, that's where you'll see the differences, I think. Nationally, housing targets could be... Most of us support the idea of a new town if that's taken out of the current allocation force.
Okay.
The Greater Norwich local plan.
Right.
Which is currently to have 43,000 new houses.
43,000 new houses. So rather than them build that to create a new town.
Yeah. The proposal for a new town is about 11,000 houses. If that comes out of that 43,000 total, all well and good. If they try and put it on top of that, then might have a bit of a problem.
Especially locally at the moment, as we were talking about earlier with too many people in one place.
Yeah. Particularly in Heverset and Windham with the developments there.
Yes, there's been a lot of obviously extra developments through Heverset and Windham at the moment.
Yeah.
So it would be ideal. I always wondered why they didn't just make a new town. But obviously land problems and things like that.
Yeah.
But effectively, would the cost kind of run the same if you, like I said, if you took them 11,000 out and put them in their own little town, would the cost still remain the same?
Probably. But having planning for lots of little bits is obviously going to cost more than planning for one big unit.
Also valid.
But things like all the infrastructure would have to be in place first. So
that will cost as well.
Yeah.
In regards of a new town, especially.
Yeah.
Labour's agenda includes ambitious plans for devolution and local government reform.
Yeah.
So how do you see these national policies shaping South Norfolk's ability to address local changes, such as housing or public services?
That's quite tricky at the moment because we're working through the business plan that we're going to be putting to the government. South Norfolk supports the idea of two unitary authorities. The county prefer one, and Norwich, Broadland and the other districts prefer three. But looking at the initial report that Deloitte produced for us, which unfortunately got leaked, that was when on the initial viewing of it, it looks like the single authority would save more money. But looking further down the line over the years, probably the two would bring the bigger savings. So,
how would you work that out?
A lot of figures involved.
All about the figures, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's long term. It's sort of more savings. But if you have three unitaries, East Norfolk without Norwich wouldn't be able to stand any financial shocks.
No,
probably it'd be too small.
Okay.
It's like one send child in care can cost up to £1 million. You take that out of a small council's budget, and
going to be left with nothing.
Yeah,
which means everyone else would have to pay more.
Nobody else would get anything.
No.
Yeah.
Right. So a two
is the best, really.
Interesting. I never thought about it like that.
One would be too distant from people. They'd just be like the national government. So you got the mayor there anyway. They'd be looking after strategic.
But they will also be covering Suffolk as well.
Yeah.
So they will be very
very
busy.
Even further away.
Yes, that's what I mean. We don't even know where the
No,
chair
no.
is going to be, whether they will
No,
even
no.
be in Norfolk
Yeah.
or Suffolk.
Yeah. It'll probably be sort of somewhere in between Diss and Beccles, just on the border. Sit him on the river. Sit him on the river, Waveney.
Just chuck him on a boat on the Broads, he can travel round.
Yeah. Or she.
Or she. So some residents have expressed optimism about Labour's policies, such as increased public sector pay and infrastructure investment. What specific national Labour initiatives do you believe will most benefit South Norfolk's communities?
I think we're seeing the pay rises for medical staff from last year kicking in. I think this year could be a bit of a problem. But I think that the way inflation is now, that those pay rises are reasonable. So hopefully there won't be too much trouble from that. Most authorities, right, South Norfolk just published their pay review, and all the staff are getting just over 3% pay rise,
Okay.
which is in line with inflation. So at least we're keeping pace with that.
Okay.
I'd like to see that improving. Hopefully, growing the economy nationally will help that out.
With a bit of luck.
Yeah.
The wages can all catch up everywhere then.
Yeah, because everyone's sort of fallen behind in the last
I have noticed
10, 12 years.
talking to just members of the public, I do hear a lot of people saying they are struggling. Even people that were well off, 5 to 10 years ago are now currently struggling. So it will be interesting to see where this leads.
Yeah.
So how is South Norfolk Council engaging with residents to ensure that their voices are heard in the LGR process, especially given the significant changes to local services and governance?
Right. We've had one online survey so far.
Okay.
Once we get the proposals together and business plans worked out and everything, there will be a survey sent out to all residents. I think those with email addresses will get it registered to their council tax.
Right.
Would get an email questionnaire. Those without an email would obviously get through the post. And obviously people who want alternative formats will get that in alternative formats as well, such as large print.
How long does it take to kind of collect that feedback?
To be honest, I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's going to be a sort of 5-6 week process, I should think.
Okay. It's not too bad then, is it?
Hopefully more sensible replies on that than we've had on the Facebook page that I've seen.
Facebook pages can be pretty interesting. Obviously, I see our local one, and okay, now we're going to get to reform.
Yeah.
Back onto reform. So, the 2025 local elections saw Reform UK win 41% of seats across England. With Labour retaining the largest overall presence in local government, how have these results influenced South Norfolk Council's political dynamics in decision making?
It hasn't really affected us this time because we didn't have elections to South Norfolk. Next one will be 2027.
What do you think that's looking like then?
I don't know. I think South Norfolk in a lot of the places where they've won the council seats, actually like Lincolnshire, are strong Brexit voting areas.
Yes.
Whereas South Norfolk was 51-49.
It's very close. That's very close.
Yeah. So...
Oh, I wonder what will happen at the next one.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you back in so we can see if it changes.
Yeah.
Get you back in and see what's going on.
Nationally, the Labour Party's got just over 6,000 council seats. Conservatives 4,300. Lib Dems 3,200. Over 2,000 independent. And Reform got 868. So that shows
they're
level.
not coming close yet, even.
No. But they're a force to be worried about.
Well, compared to the other 2,000 that I don't know, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, but there are 1,600 co-op councillors in the country. Yeah. Yeah, it's the fourth biggest party in the House of Commons as well.
So that's making its way up as well.
Yeah. The Co-operative Party recently written to the BBC complaining that when Labour and Co-operative Party MPs are ever on the BBC, they never mention the Co-operative Party. And it's just as bad that the MPs who are members of the Co-operative Party don't mention it either.
Interesting.
Because the Co-operative Party have been around for over 100 years as partners of the Labour Party. And most people only ever see the co-op as the shop round the corner.
Or the funeral home.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they have a lot of different things.
You've got 7 principles. It's owned and controlled by its members. It's democratic. Every member contributes financially in some way. Most of the sort of co-op shops, the membership is £1. It's an independent business, offers education and training, and cooperates with and supports other cooperatives, like the one in Heatherset. That's part of Central England. No, change the name, Central Co-op. They dropped the England out of it.
They have, yeah.
That's just Central Co-op. We're working with cooperatives in Malawi, helping set up, producing tea, coffee, macadamia nuts are a big export.
Oh, I bet.
From
Pricey
Malawi.
Export. Pricey
yeah,
nut.
They are. But we're finally in Heatherset, we have their macadamia nut butter on the shelf.
Do
it's
we?
fantastic, yeah.
Oh,
I've been waiting for that.
that sounds delicious.
Yeah, but no, we really need to make more noise about the cooperative party.
Yeah, and people that are part of it need to
Yeah.
make sure they are telling people who they are representing
Yeah.
as well, because as you said, I wasn't even aware myself of how much was going on within it. You ready for the next one?
Yep.
As a councillor, how do you navigate the diverse political makeup of South Norfolk Council to address local priorities, especially in light of the national shift to Labour governance?
I think we're all pretty friendly, really. It's been quite a change. At a similar time, John Fuller became Lord Fuller, and he stepped down as leader of South Norfolk Council, and Daniel Elmer has taken over.
Yeah, Daniel Elmer.
Daniel seems to put on a much more friendly face and personality.
Okay, which helps.
Yeah, which does help. And I mean, we've all got the same interests, looking at the best interests of the people of South Norfolk. So we do get on quite well.
Well, I guess you're all fighting.
Yeah, the same cause.
Yeah,
yeah,
just different parties.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
just
good to know.
different labels, really.
That's good to know. Well, like you said, you've recently made the shift yourself. So
Yeah.
were they very welcoming?
Well, I'm still with the Labour group locally.
Well, it's yeah.
But they do have their Labour group meetings without me, which is understandable. But we still sit together, still vote together. Because it's Co-operative Party rules are that if there's a whipped vote, I mean, you have to vote as a group. We follow the Labour Party
Okay.
whip. So
Because you're in partner, obviously, with Labour Party.
because it's sister party.
Okay.
So I'm still effectively with the Labour group, but we've changed the name now to the Labour and Co-operative Party group,
Okay.
because there are 2 other members of the Co-operative Party on there.
So it's just more of a name change.
Yeah. It's a name change and a protest at the National
That's good to know.
Party. Yeah. But locally, we get on fine.
Yeah.
All the parties and the independents. Yeah, we're just working together. We have our meetings, the other groups have their meetings, and the leaders have a meeting, just to, if there are any differences.
Okay.
We do vote differently on things. Like with the local government reform, And the Conservatives wanted to have the backup of a one unitary. We said, no, it's just two. We didn't have to vote on that anyway because they realised that they would have lost. So
Yeah. No point.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. And we get the agenda and all 300 and some pages and all the different reports and go through about a week before. So
You have to, don't you?
Yeah.
Even with the parish council, you get sent a fair bit.
Yeah, and that one was about 450. I looked at it, I thought, 450 pages. Yeah, some reading.
So I'm aware of some public concern reflected online and through local discussions about care homes being repurposed to house immigrants and asylum seekers. What is South Norfolk Council's stance on the issue and how are you addressing the public's concerns?
I have no idea about that.
No?
Not heard anything on that.
Have you not?
No, not with care homes.
Interesting.
The numbers in hotels is going down.
But then I feel like they're just going to repurpose other buildings for it instead. There was...
No, at the moment in hotels there are about 32,000 people nationally, which sounds a lot, but consider that Wembley holds more than 90,000. If you put 32,000 people in there, it looks empty. They're distributed around the country.
So they're worrying about nothing effectively at the moment.
Yeah. So the numbers are going down. So we'll get, once people are processed,
Obviously,
then it's fine and dandy.
Yeah.
And there's another one that I've seen locally about armed forces personnel. South Norfolk have a scheme where it's part of, it's the help hub. Part of the help hub have people checking up on homeless people.
Okay.
On rough sleepers, sorry. And at the moment there are only 2 in South Norfolk.
Okay.
And if they come across somebody who is a veteran, they will provide temporary accommodation straight away.
Perfect.
And then sort them out, housing and benefits and anything else they need.
That's amazing. So at least they
So
deserve.
that will be straight away as soon as they find anyone.
That's great. We need more people to check, like you said, but then it all comes at a cost. Where do you get the budget from?
Yeah.
Budgets, I like that. They do deserve, I mean, they don't deserve to be sleeping rough after.
No.
Not after serving our country.
Yeah.
So at least we can do for them.
son's just left the RAF after 13 years.
Has he? 13 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the RAF is the best one to go in because you've always got the RAF regiment looking after you.
The Labour government has pledged to roll out free breakfast clubs in every primary school, with trials starting April 2025 and full implementation by September 2026.
Yeah.
How do you see this initiative benefiting South Norfolk's families, particularly in rural or disadvantaged areas?
Particularly in rural areas with transport, kids have got to be up earlier. Obviously, travel takes longer. So if they can get to school and breakfast is there, it sets them up for the day.
It does.
And people on low incomes,
which is a lot of people at the moment.
It's a lot of people. Breakfast is so important for kids.
It is. And, you know, if they are on low income and they can't afford cereal, is expensive now.
It is,
I mean, even the basics, you know, everything's gone up. So for a kid to be able to concentrate and you know, take in what they need to get the best out of them and their education. So hopefully that will support that.
They've got to start the day properly.
Okay.
So if they turn up hungry, it's not a great start.
Hangry.
Yeah.
I'm not very, my attention and my mood is not great when I'm hungry. Okay. This is a bit of a personal one for you.
Yeah.
I like this one. I wanted to add this one in just because I was genuinely curious.
Yeah.
So as a district councillor, what has been your proudest achievement for South Norfolk, and how do you plan to build on this under the new Labour government's framework? It's not a dinosaur question, I'm sorry.
No, it's not a dinosaur question, but it's a very small thing, really. As the Labour group, we've pushed to get the council tax allowance increased. We've pushed it up, I think, from 80% to 87% now.
Okay.
So that people on low incomes or benefits get a council tax allowance of 87%.
That makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
A huge difference.
Recently, Norfolk County Council proposed that all districts cut it to 75%. And we just said, nope, that's not going to happen.
No.
The whole council just said no.
That's amazing. 87% for them low-income families. That will make a massive difference to those.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So that's something that you're still planning on?
Yeah, we're looking at the budget and see where we can sort of sneak it up another 1 or 2%.
That's a good achievement. I like that. So looking ahead, what is your vision for South Norfolk in the next 5 years, particularly with the proposed devolution and unitary authority changes?
Hopefully we'll have 2 authorities, East and West, basically in Norfolk. We're currently working on current district boundaries. So South Norfolk, Broadland, Norwich. North Norfolk being in West is the initial proposal, but we might sort of look at part of North Norfolk coming with us.
I was going to say, I
because
can't
it goes
imagine.
all the way down to Munsley. So it's much more sensible that they're in sort of Munsley up to Cromer. Depends on the people up there.
I was going to say, how do you think they're going to agree with that?
Yeah, would they want to be East or West?
I don't think. I know what North. I used to live in North Norfolk. They like to be like, their own little pie.
Yeah, very, very independent. Kind of like the original map for it was produced. I'm not sure where that came from, which included how the certain Wyndham in Norwich. That would have been set up another Ket's Rebellion, I think.
Yes, definitely.
March on Norwich and not having this.
No.
The Horizon Centre, we've got a perfect model for how 2 councils could work together because we're doing it already.
Yeah.
South Norfolk and Broadland, the team we have there are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
The staff. Considering that they're working for 2 different councils, South Norfolk have it's like all the leisure centres are run in-house. Mm-hmm. Waste collection is done in-house, whereas Broadland, everything's been privatised.
Okay.
So the staff are working through 2 different systems, and it's all the same staff.
Really?
They're pretty amazing, really.
Wow. I suppose it's quite interesting because it's 2 different councils' knowledge as well. How they've been doing theirs. It's been completely different. So I guess it brings a lot more to the table.
Yeah. So things like dealing with children, special education needs, that would need to work county-wide, simply because of the costs. And using our model from South Norfolk and Broadland, East and West could work together quite easily like that.
Yeah. And less costs for everyone.
Things, yeah. So like waste collection across the county could be run in-house from there.
Would make sense.
Yep. Yep. And they realise it's cheaper as well.
Well, yeah, that's another thing as well. Yeah. Having all these different councils, it's just more budgets to be made. And
the county and 8 districts, then it's cool.
8 districts? Yeah. I am looking forward to seeing how this works.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of things in place to make sure that people are still getting a voice. I mean, parish councils will still be kept, won't they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll still be there.
Yeah, so...
And hopefully the councillors will start getting paid.
So effectively, what would happen to you then? Because where would you go?
To one of the unitary authorities.
Okay.
So it would be East.
So would they keep all the current kind of district councillors on? Or do you have to almost reapply?
I think in 2020, next year, there's election for the mayor.
Okay.
Then the year after, 2027, there'll be elections for the new unitary authorities. Then 2028, they would take over. We're due to have the district elections in 27. I think they'll be postponed until
28.
27. 2027. There will be the unitary authority elections.
Yeah.
Then they'll take over officially. So what happens in that year, I don't know yet. So in 27 and 28.
And see.
Yeah. I know a lot of the people may well stand. Quite a few of the Labour group won't.
No?
No. Well, I'm not a member of the Labour Party, so another of the Co-operative Party rules is you can't stand against an official Labour Party councillor candidate.
Right.
So I couldn't stand for election just as a Co-operative Party if there is a Labour candidate.
So what does
I might try and change the rules on that.
I was going to say, what does that mean for you and your future and if you can't run?
I'm going to see how national policies work out.
Yeah.
Maybe if I did want to stand again, but at the moment I'm not planning on.
No?
No. I just don't want. It is quite stressful, really.
Yeah.
All the things we're going through.
Can imagine.
And I'm going to be retiring full time in a couple of years. I'm only 20% retired at the moment.
So I've only got a couple of years left to pick your brains over things. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I've got your card
So
now
far.
anyway. You can't get rid of me.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate you coming in today.
That's
and
all right.
Going through all of my questions.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing how this all works out.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely going to be a big learning curve because there were talks about devolution a long time ago, weren't there?
Yeah.
The plans never quite went through, but it seems a little more well thought out this time.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And more people are for it by the looks of it.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where it ends up.
Yeah.
And I'll have to talk to you again soon.
Yes.
We'll have a little catch up and see how it's all coming along.
Yeah.
But yeah. Right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, John.
That's okay.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Very informing.
Good fun.
Yeah, it's good fun. Thank you for joining us as well on the Understory podcast today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please like, share, subscribe, and come back in a couple of weeks for our next one.